Hi guys, welcome back to my run. I really like this game a lot.
Choice Hotels is a family of brands that helps you get the most for your money so you can be any traveler you want to be. You can be a free hot breakfast hero in a comfort.
Okay.
Yes, that's how you walk. Mr. This script got a plot twist and a rap a business big leaguer. Go for me. Even the ultimate cool quote later. With 22 brands and the best value for your money, Choice Hotels has a stay for any you. Book direct at choicehotels.com. We're travelers. Gotta get the corners.
Okay. I think we're okay. Right on the cruise coming with.
I'm a 79-year-old power. I set 4 state records for New York State for my age bracket. I set a national record on the deadlift. See, your body is remarkable. It'll adapt to whatever you do. If you're doing nothing, you could bet you're degenerating faster than anybody else. Your body needs to be fueled. And depending on the fuel you put in is how your body's going to adapt. I found for me, my body adapts better eating healthier food, putting better things in me. I don't have the discipline to put together all of that fruit and vegetable thing. Balance of nature helps me do that. I take balance of nature because I see the benefits for me. I'm reaping the benefit of this crop. There's no question in my mind. Otherwise, I wouldn't take it.
Okay, Paul, let's keep you alive this time.
Happy New Year. Our limited time offer is extended. Get 35% off plus a free fiber and spice bundle with your first order as a preferred customer by using discount code FOX6.
The world has changed. Clearly, it's not the 80s and the 90s anymore. And when the stock market crashes, and it does from time to time, our clients are protected against losses. They don't lose money. And when the stock market goes up, our clients go up with it. Their gains are locked in. And when the stock market goes down, our clients are guaranteed against losses. Our clients are on a reasonable rate of return, and they don't lose. If you have at least $100,000 to invest, get your investors guide. Learn all about the strategy and product and see if it's right. Millennials are seeing therapists to discuss their climate anxiety. They're being medicated for it. Just text to Professor Cody.
Family came to Canada because the situation was the safest, had trouble getting in, and learning the language was very hard. Therefore, making friends was awesome. The program helped me a lot. I met other kids who were going through the same troubles as me, so I was able to relate and find somewhere where I could fit in. Thanks to the support of United Way, I'm able to achieve my dreams and become a doctor.
They call themselves the Rufus Fun Gang. Their reign of terror began with a little dog.
Alright.
This guy's my Rufus Sweet Roast agents. Keys to this new world.
Nice shot.
Yours for the taking. When it comes to drugs, how much freedom is too much for kids? Drugs are out there. Will my team feel free to say no around other kids? I didn't live drug-free when I was younger. And I admit that to my kids. Drugs are real, but how can I feel free to talk about it with my kids?
Questions about drugs and kids? Call or chat to get real-time support. My state is literally facing an unmitigated crisis. And so the time for consequences
Shit.
the time for action is long past due. And our border proposal actually solves the crisis at the border. We don't all love everything in the package, but we all agree that it's time. And I disagree with many of the executive actions this administration has taken. But that's why our legislation requires the administration of these tools. Well, we are waiting to hear from the President of the United States on the border security bill that Senator Benham
hour. Democrats don't agree. Some of them, Republicans, don't agree on it. And now both chambers, Republicans, not happy with it, the Senate and the House. And there are
Nice.
will not fix Biden's border crisis.
This deal is just too short. It doesn't get to the finish line. We need a deal, and we need a deal that simply says, Joe Biden, do your job.
Republicans simply cannot vote for the bill you talked about. And that is why I declared it dead on arrival.
They couldn't care for some close bipartisan bill that's only going to exacerbate the problem and not address it.
Democrats also are not united behind the bill. Some of them, the Congressional Hispanic Caucus chairwoman says, quote, the Senate negotiated deal to address our challenges at the border fails to meet the moment. Congressional correspondent Aisha Hazni is on Capitol Hill with more. Aisha.
Hey, Harris, yeah, things are very desperate right now. The border deal is going nowhere. To be blunt with you, it's abundantly clear that Senate Republicans are not on board. And also, all the
Nice.
just mentioned, and we're expecting Senate Republicans to take this procedural vote that is expected to happen tomorrow to put this bill on the Senate floor. So the GOP conference actually got together last night behind closed doors, and it apparently got so heated at one point, Harris, I could actually hear people yelling and screaming.
Nice fucking shot.
Leader Mitch McConnell, though, when he came out of that meeting, he told me that they had a great discussion and that the conference was talking about this. Senator James Langford, the lead GOP negotiator on this, told me that his colleagues, at the very least, want a shot at some amendments, shape it into something that they might be able to stomach. Now, Langford may also vote no tomorrow for the sake of party unity. And here's House Speaker Mike Johnson a few moments ago talking about this now failing deal.
Looks like right now it may be in some jeopardy. It may be in life support in the Senate. We welcome that development because this is a matter that must be addressed in a manner that actually solves it.
Well, Democrats are already now using this to attack Republicans. Senator Brian Schatz on X posted this. Just gobsmacked. I've never seen anything like it. They literally demanded specific policy, got it, and then killed it. So again, if this fails tomorrow, which it is expected to, Democrats will likely message that Republicans simply just don't want to fix the border. And again, as you mentioned, the president now getting involved will address Congress in a few moments. Harris.
Aisha, thank you very much. The National Border Patrol Council is backing this border bill. In a statement to Fox, Brandon Judd, president of the Border Patrol Union, says the Border Act will codify into law authorities that Border Patrol agents never had in the past. This will allow us to remove single adults expeditiously and without a lengthy judicial review. While not perfect, the Border Act of 2024 is a step in the right direction and is far better than the status quo. Brandon Judd in focus now. I can only imagine that you've heard from people who may not agree with you. So I want to give you the chance to tell me in short words what you like about this bill, and then let's go back and forth a little bit with some of the weaknesses.
So there are plenty of weaknesses here, but there's also a lot of strength. And when you look right now what we're currently dealing with, this is a slow month. We're dealing with 600 or 700 apprehensions on a daily basis. What this would do is it would cap it to where we couldn't take anything more.
Fuck you guys going.
Now, this does not say that we're going to reduce 5,000 people in the United States. In fact, it's the exact opposite. It says that we will hold single adults in custody. They will not be subject to release. And so that is a huge deterrent. That will deter an awful lot of people from crossing the border illegally. We know that the main magnet that people cross our borders is because they're going to be released to the United States. Once you stop that magnet, you will stop an awful lot of people from coming. So although it's not perfect, it is a step in the right direction. And I would rather have a step in the right direction than nothing and consign me to what the status quo is.
All right, a couple of questions for you. First of all, the 5,000 is an average 7 days. Up to 8,500 would have to come across the border, which is more than what we're seeing right now per day in a slow month. So we're actually going to see 2,000 more people coming across potentially, as long as the 7-day average stays around 5,000. My question for you is, do you know even how they got to those numbers?
I don't know how they got to those numbers.
Let me tell you. So in hoping is they don't want to get too far above that because they've got to keep close to that number. It would take relatively 2 to 3 years to get that new system in place. So we might have to live with what we've got for a while. I just put that out there. And I do want to point this out. For all of your men and women who need more help, the help will come in the form of these asylum interviews, but you still are tasked with the illegals coming across the border. Do you know what in this bill deals with that?
Yeah, so again, when you look at what we currently have to do, this bill allows border patrol processing coordinators to do the paperwork. We don't have to do that. We're able to deploy our resources in built under this bill. We're no longer administrative assistants under this bill. So again, there's a lot of good. When we talk about 8,500 people, all we have to do is go back to December, and I will push back on that because in December we were taking 12,000 into custody on a daily basis. Our 7-day average through the month of December has been well above 5,000, and that is a slow month. So this bill puts a cap on what can come across. A cap is much better than allowing anything to come across because those numbers can skyrocket well above 12,000. So a cap is better than absolute. Again, I'm looking at
Force the cap, because if you could shut down the border for any period now, that would have been part of the conversation. And just so you know, inside those conversations, because people are beginning to talk as they come out of those chambers now, just so you know, that was an absolute no-go for Democrats. They wouldn't even discuss, can we just get a catch-up? That's what's missing.
One of his arms.
So one just quick last one about people sneaking across the border. The new way would have everybody get apprehended by Border Patrol, held in detention, screened at a much higher standard for asylum, and then deported back home. And I'm asking this. They've come across the border. Sneak is the word in the documents. I'm just their criminals. So you're going to spend all of the resources of our taxpayer dollars still, rather than just deporting them back after they've broken the law. They're going to be, according to the plan, plenty of places legally still where they can go across the border. I'm trying to get an idea of how this immediately helps you, because 3 years from now is a really long time.
Yeah, it is. But what this does is
3 months from now is a long time.
It is, Harris. But what this does is it ties any future president's hands. So if we have another president like Joe Biden, this will ensure that he doesn't do what he's currently doing. That is better than the status quo. Again, I'm going to look at this. Is this bill better than the status quo? And it absolutely is. Nobody can argue that. Nobody can argue that it's not better than what we currently have. So if it's better than what we currently have, why wouldn't I support it? Obviously, I'm going to do that because it gives us border security measures that we don't have, that we never had. We need those border security measures to counteract a president like Joe Biden.
So what does it do for a president like Trump or Republican to get into office? I mean,
it doesn't tie their hands around.
You would get these numbers to be even lower. So
it doesn't take away any executive authority. So if President Trump,
if that's the case, why can't we just use that now? Why can't we use the law?
But he won't. So why not tie his hands to the law?
Why do you keep all the laws coming that you want to see changed if people won't even follow the laws that are on the books right now?
The Supreme Court in 2023 said that he has the authority to release people. So we can argue that he should have released people. But
he also shut the border down.
Okay, Eric, absolutely. But this law ties his hands. This law doesn't allow the Supreme Court to come in and say that he can release people. This law says that if you're single adult, you will be held in custody. It ties his hands. It will tie any future president's hands. So of course I will support that. It does not limit Trump's authority under executive.
I don't know if we have time to run this, so I'll just read a little bit of it. Arizona Board County official Jonathan Lyons with this message. Do not vote yes on this bill. It's a starting point. Sit down with the Freedom Caucus. Sit down with all interested parties and establish what needs to be done as a baseline, which is shutting the border down right now. Brandon, you and I have known each other for a long time. You know how much I support the Border Patrol.
You do.
Whatever goes forth has to be much better immediately.
And Harris, we're not going to get much better immediately, so I'm going to take those incremental steps. If this were going to tie Donald Trump's hands, I would do it immediately. It doesn't Trump tie any community hands.
So why do you think he's against it?
care of those issues. I will give the positive points in this bill. There are negative points. But if we don't even let this bill come to life, if this bill doesn't work, we don't even get amendments. And that's what everybody's talking about. Everybody's talking about killing it before you're able to even offer amendments. That's wrong. Let's have the discussion. Look at the bad points. Keep the good points, but look at the bad points and give amendments.
What I like about what you're saying is everybody needs to read it. And I it's 370 pages. It's worth it because the areas where it falls short in dealing with, we didn't even get into gotaways. I mean, this is a conversation that would take you and I, who know each other well, hours to get through after reading that document. I appreciate your time in debating some of the weak spots with me. And the budget is set shortly to talk about this. We'll watch it together. Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you, Harris.
Well, minutes from now, again, we will hear from President Biden as he pushes Congress to pass the border security bill. But even members of his own political party are raising concerns now that some of the people of OPEC. Republicans in the House are warning it is dead on the right. Senator Tommy Tuberville in focus.
If you have Graves' disease, your eye symptoms could mean something more.
Shit.
Can't be brushed away. Even a little blurry vision can distort things, and something serious may be behind those itchy eyes. Up to 50% of people with Graves could develop a different condition called thyroid eye disease, which should be treated by a different doctor. See an expert. Find a TED eye specialist at isitted.com.
Welcome to Lobster Fest. Is your party ready? Ready to tingle with tails on tails on tails? Try Lobster Lover's Dream with 2 lobster tails and lobster and shrimp linguine. It's one of 10 next level lobster creations. Grandma, is your party ready?
Helping families with mesothelioma is what we do. My firm has been offering a free book on mesothelioma for over 10 years. Since that time, hundreds of people with mesothelioma have trusted us to represent them. We have local offices throughout the U.S., and there's no risk to you. Mesothelioma really is what we do. Call us at 1-800-333-4485. That's 1-800-333-4485. Or go to mesobook.com. Parents, another Trump presidency could become a reality in 2024. And you want to show your kids what that means with the Free Kids Guide to President Trump and free membership to the 1776 Kids Club. Order now at freetrumpguide.com. That's freetrumpguide.com.
The first time you made a sale online with GoDaddy was also the first time you heard of a town named Dinosaur, Colorado. Start an easy-to-build, powerful website for free with a partner that always puts you first. Start for free. GoDaddy.com.
If you're living with moderate severe plaque psoriasis or active psoriatic arthritis, symptoms can sometimes take you out at the moment. Now there's Skyrizi. So you can show up with your skin and show up. Skyrizi will take you step with 90% clearer skin. And if you have psoriatic arthritis, Skyrizi can less pain, stiffness, and fatigue. And Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine, or plan to. Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and less joint pain. And that means everything. Ask your doctor about symptoms or how happy you see.
I'm Jonathan Williams, here to tell you about life insurance through the Colonial Penn Program. If you're age 50 to 85 and looking to buy life insurance on a fixed budget, remember the 3 Ps.
What are the 3 Ps?
The 3 Ps of life insurance on a fixed budget are price, price, and price. A price you can afford, a price that can't increase, and a price that fits your budget.
I'm 54. What's my price?
You can get coverage for $9.95.
I'm 65 and take medications. What's my price?
Also $9.95 a month.
I just turned 80. What's my price?
$9.95 a month for you too. If you're age 50 to 85, call now about the #1 hospital insurance plan available through the Colonial. Options start at $9.95
Louisiana, no health question. Your acceptance is guaranteed. And this plan has a guaranteed lifetime rate. So your rate can never go up for any reason. So call now for free information. And you'll also get the free beneficiary plan. And it's yours free, just for calling. So call now for free information.
Call 1-800-700-2020 for your free information and your free gift. That's 1-800-700-2020. Don't wait. 1-800-700-2020. Call now.
One of the things I like to do is the balance of ventures that allows me to be creative, allows me to do things that are different. The way we've done it has been nothing short of
nature has given you that flow down.
Our limited time offer is extended. Get 35% off plus a free fiber and spice supplement by using this code Fox News.
Well, there is a new push to keep things fair at the Olympics this summer, particularly for female athletes. After USA Boxing's decision to let transgender athletes fight women, that went into effect last month. My next guest just introduced a Senate bill to block biological men from any Olympic events intended for women. And the House unveiled a companion bill just last week. Former NCAA swimmer Riley Gaines, who you know is on the program and was just here, had this reaction.
The approach with the Olympics, the IOC, the International Olympic Committee, the approach that they have taken is, of course, cowardice, but really horrible. They say that male advantage is unverified, alleged, and perceived. It cannot be assumed that males possess advantages over females. This is the Olympics. So this bill is huge in the journey.
So let's get more about it. Republican Senator Tommy Tuberville from the great state of Alabama introduced the Protection of Women in Olympics and Amateur Sports Act. He also serves on the Senate Armed Services Committee. Great to have you in focus today. First of all, what does this bill do exactly?
First of all, Harris, I can't believe we have to talk about this. Coaching 40 years, the best thing that come out of Washington, D.C. in sports is to protect women. Title IX. But now this administration, especially the Democrats, are going after women. They attack women, they hate women, and so they're going after women's sports. And that's where it all starts. So we want to protect women's sports. I put a bill out last year to protect women and girls in sports act. Well, it didn't get the first phase. Schumer wouldn't bring it to the floor. Now we're doing the same thing for the Olympics and amateur sports. It won't get the first phase, but we're trying to bring the fact that 69% of the people in this country are totally against men playing in women's sports. I don't know where that 31% from that voted against it, but it is absolutely embarrassing that we got to this point where we're trying to tear down women's sports from little girls all the way up to possibly pros that can make money in it. It's going to be a disaster. It's going to eliminate women's sports. They're trying to, Joe Biden's trying to tear down Title IX. Ever since he's been in office, he's put out laws against it. We're going to keep fighting. We got to hold on for another year, just like we're holding on for another year at the border, because we don't have much time left.
I want to get into what President Biden and his officials are doing. They're advancing their long-awaited Title IX plan, which includes protections for transgender students, and the aim, apparently, is to finalize it by March. Of course, it's an election year. A proposed plan outlined last year would make it illegal for schools to broadly ban transgender students from sports which align with their identity. It would also allow for investigations if they do. It would also allow some high schools and colleges to limit trans athletes to maintain fairness. Break that down for a bit and tell us what that means for girls and women in sports.
Well, what they're basically doing is they're saying, look, transgenders have the right just like everybody else. And, you know, I'm a true believer in this country. Hey, I don't care what you think you are. You can be what you want to be. But you cannot participate in a different gender. It's unfair, unsafe, and it's downright wrong. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to make transgenders give them an opportunity to have their own space where people look at motivate them going, hey, we should be able to combine it. And so, as you said, on the 50th anniversary of Title IX, Harris, about a year and a half ago, they started this downward clause of transgender, pushing transgender on women's sports. And now they're going to add more to it in March. They're just trying to codify that they have the right to do this. They do not have the right to attack women. They do not have that right. And so we all have to continue to fight back on this to let everybody know strong and American people are not for this.
And then there's the issue of privacy. You know, Rodney Gates and others will tell you what it's like to be in a locker room or a women's bathroom and have a male with his genitalia there, no matter how he may identify, and how that makes them feel. There's so much more to this, and the Olympics are just another place where you have locker rooms and those personal spaces dedicated to the genders. All right, let's move. Minutes from now, we are set to hear from President Biden. We understand he's going to urge Congress to pass the Senate border security bill. And right after that, Senator Rick Scott will lead a news conference with other Republicans laying out why they oppose it. He says they're against anything that codifies Biden's bad border policies. Let's watch this. This is from my interview moments ago. All right.
I will give the positive points in this bill. There are negative points. But if we don't even let this bill come to light, if this bill doesn't even go forward, we don't even get amended. And that's what everybody's talking about. Everybody's talking about killing it before you're able to even offer amendments. That's wrong.
What's your take on what's about to happen?
Well, I know Brandon just been to the border with him several times. Meaning what's going on. But I have two big problems with number one, they're taking the jurisdiction from the Fifth Circuit, which is the southern part of the country, the border, and giving jurisdiction to Washington, D.C. courts. That's totally out of line. You know, we know what these people stand for. And the other is, there's nothing in the bill that has to do with anybody that's already in this country that is illegal. 8 to 12 million. Something has to be done with these people. President Trump will send them home. I'll tell you what's going to happen. But they don't want to do anything to them because they want more money, more redistricting, and more votes for the Democratic Party. It's downright wrong. I just met with a group of sheriffs across the state of Alabama. They said they are being overrun. Immigrants coming into their states, their counties, and when they arrest them, they turn them over to ICE, and they're back within a week. If we don't have people come in this country going by our laws that we've seen in New York, we have no country, and so we have to stop this invasion. It's not a border now. It's an invasion that's coming across, and American taxpayers are paying for that.
In the state of Arizona, where I live part of the year, it's where my husband's from. We just call it the line.
Yeah.
All right, good to see you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Breaking news in the last hour. A federal appeals court has ruled that former President Donald Trump is not immune from prosecution. This means he can face trial on charges in his 2020 election interference case. David Spunt joins us from the Justice Department. David.
Hi, Harris. This is a big win for Special Counsel Jack Smith and clearly a setback for former President Donald Trump, though this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. A 57-page opinion just dropped within the last hour or hour and a half, written by this three-judge panel. All agreed that the former president is not immune from prosecution for the indictment that accuses him of trying to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election. This was the chief argument made by Trump's legal team, Harris, that presidential immunity stands. The court was not persuaded, writing, for the purpose of this criminal case, former President Trump has become citizen Trump with all of the defenses of any other criminal defendant, but any executive immunity that may have protected him while he served as president no longer protects him against this prosecution. The Trump campaign fighting back, quote, if immunity is not granted to a president, every future president who leaves office will be immediately indicted by the opposing party. Without complete immunity, a president of the United States would not be able to properly function. Special Counsel Smith wants to get this trial back on track. It was supposed to begin March 4th, the day before Super Tuesday. The trial has been on hold for almost 2 months while this went before the circuit court. We fully expect Harris, the former president, to bring the matter before the U.S. Supreme Court, which is his right. The president will the Supreme Court take the case. It's highly political and controversial. We're waist deep in the middle of an election year. If they take it, the trial will be delayed likely. If they don't take it and leave this ruling by the circuit court, it goes right back to District Judge Tanya Chutkin, and this thing could get underway here in the next month and a half. Back to you.
you.
But thank you very much. We continue to wait for the president because we know he's going to talk about that Senate border security bill. We just heard from Senator Tuberville on what he expects to hear. It's a pretty tall order if it looks like it would ever pass the Senate and the House. But we'll hear what the president has to say. We will take you there live when those remarks begin.
I love that my daughter's doing this, but sometimes I can't help the burning and stabbing pain in my hands. So I use Nervine.
Nervine's clinical dose of ALA reduces nerve discomfort in as little as 14 minutes.
Now I can help you feel the difference with Nervine.
You need new replacements, but you're just not sure if there's a budget this year, right? I'm Brian Gary here with Ted Coons from Renewable Anderson, and he's here to talk about how to make window replacement more affordable.
Well, first, Brian, you don't have to do them all. You could just replace your worst window first. Or another way to make it affordable is to change the style of window. For example, you could do a sliding window instead of a casing. We have a lot of ways to make window projects really affordable.
Compared to other window companies, you have a completely different business.
Yeah, with other companies, there's just too many people involved in the process. There's a manufacturer, a seller, and then the installer, and then the customer. And if you call with a problem, that's when they say, oh, we're the manufacturer. You have to call the installer for that problem. Or vice versa. We're a full-service replacement window division in Anderson. With us, there's no passing the buck. At Renewal by Anderson, we sell, build, install, and warrant our windows. So if there's ever an issue, we take full responsibility for it.
Why don't you sell by the window?
It doesn't matter if it's a $200 window or a $1,200 window. A lot of my windows just don't last. For energy efficiency and beauty, there's a much better option. Our windows Vibrex composite material is available in 9% colors, and it's much more durable than vinyl. The Vibrex is low maintenance like vinyl, but stronger than vinyl. And it's beautiful like wood, but doesn't require the upkeep of wood.
This month only, save 20% on windows, save 20% on patio doors, and save 20% on entry doors. Plus, take $150 off your entire purchase with zero money down, zero monthly payments, and zero interest for 1 year. This offer ends February 29th. For a free appointment with Renewal by Anderson, call 1-800-704-4200. That's 1-800-704-4200.
I want to tell you about a really simple thing you can do for your heart. That's Super Beats, and I swear by it.
Super Beats is America's #1 doctor, pharmacist, and cardiologist recommended the brand for heart health support with clinically studied grapeseed extract to help promote normal blood pressure. Hear you 2 times more effectively than diet and exercise alone.
So do something good for your heart and your energy. Love Super Beats.
Get a 3-month supply on all bundles at freesuperbeats.com. Use discount code FOX and get an extra 20% off.
You get my exam.
I give fresh starts, better vision, everybody wants.
Try it again.
Saves vision.
Well,
You know how? Saves money. Get 50% off lenses when you buy design trades at America's Best.
So the water crisis that's imploding as the House now prepares to vote on articles of impeachment against DHS Secretary of August, Jim Jordan.
Wait. What the hell just happened?
That I've been on my own. It's been really challenging learning to make ends meet. Even waivers that I deal with for things like food, to the cost of food down, help with toiletries and other necessities that it gets all from the smile. Thanks to United Way, communities like myself live in ways and things.
When an impaired driver killed my brother DJ, my life changed forever. During the pandemic, all of our lives changed, and many of us turned to alcohol and drugs to cope. As life returns to normal, the increase in substance use from COVID has lowered, and some police services report an increase in impaired driving that caused heartbreak and devastation. Now, more than ever, we need your
your commitment to never drive impaired and to encourage all of your family and friends to drive. Together, we can save lives.
Former President Donald Trump announced yesterday that he wants to debate President Biden, and he wants it to happen now. Trump also called out the president's mental competency. Here's Biden's response. Said the man who's having yet another thing. New polling has his approval at 37%. The man with the smoothie there. I wonder if anybody told him how much that one cost. I'm just curious about that sort of thing. The lowest level of his presidency for that poll thus far. It also shows Biden trailing Trump on top issues like competency, the economy, and immigration. Power panel now. Matt Gorman, Target Victory Vice President Kevin Walling, former Biden campaign surrogate. Yeah, I think America would love to see that debate, Matt.
I think they would. I mean, that NBC reporting is really surprising. Of wanting the economy, of wanting it to Hispanics. What you're seeing now is Biden, Trump pressing his advantage against Biden. He wants Biden on other things. He's talking about things he doesn't want to talk about. His mental acuity. He knows Biden's not going to do the debate, but he wants him talking about and saying no to the debate. Look, I've been on the other end on campaigns on Trump defining you as a candidate. It's not fun. Talk about things you want to talk about, questions you don't answer. You're in the middle of it right now.
Okay.
We remember a time when Joe Biden would sell the stuff he believed in. You know, crime. Even though the crime legislation he pushed was not good for the country at the time. If he believed in it, he could sell it. Why can't he sell this economy that everybody keeps saying has some bright spots in it?
Well, here's your point. I think you're going to see the president sell this bipartisan immigration package with the border security bill just moments from now from the White House. So I think, as you've seen, the president was out in Wisconsin and Michigan talking about the economy, having more meetings with small business leaders across the country. You're going to see that message hopefully start to break through. And we're seeing, Harris, to your point, indications with consumer confidence up just last month, the largest increase that we've seen in 20 years of that study. So I think as the economy continues to improve, as we continue to see wages outpace inflation, you're going to start to see the American people kind of come out of this COVID, post-COVID economic situation and hopefully start to give the Biden administration the credit it deserves for steering this economy.
Our friends over on the Fox Business Network, particularly Charles Payne, will tell you that the economy is not Wall Street, and Wall Street is doing better. And the reason why people also aren't pulling up in the polling for Joe Biden is because they still are dealing with very high prices. I think the inflation rate has slowed, but the prices didn't come down. And so they feel that. And he's not able to...
He's got a lot of work to do. Absolutely, Eric.
Well, but he's got some messaging. And Matt, that's your department. I know you work with Senator Tim Scott. You've got to be pretty happy. He's back out there again and talking. What does it take at this point? I mean, Donald Trump has a microphone anytime he wants, and he uses it. What does it take at this point for Joe Biden?
Well, he needs for people to start feeling this economy he's selling. He stands behind a podium, rattles off stats, and expects people to feel it. But if they can't buy a car, they can't buy a house, the markets are liquid, but they also have a hard time buying food prices where they are, and gas prices are going to tick up as we get into the summer, they always do. You have a hard time selling it, right? The presidents always want credit, but they don't actually recognize that people feel very differently than what the stats say.
Well, the far-left congressional squad, so-called, are having a tough time of it lately. Members are facing an onslaught of scandals and investigations. One was censured over anti-Semitic comments. Another facing a Department of Justice probe for allegedly misusing funds. And one pleading guilty to a misdemeanor for pulling a house off his fire alarm to delay the vote. And if you had any questions about that, there are pictures. The problems don't stop there, though. Many of the squad members are facing serious primary challenges now. Cori Bush, Jamal Bowman have both been outraised in fundraising by moderate challengers. Reverse order now. Kevin, I'll come to you. Now, what's the momentum behind this? Don't you want your far-left members?
I do not, especially as a Democrat on Fox News. Listen, I think Congress is a better place without George Santos. Congress will be a better place without Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, others. When we reject extremism from both sides,
Wait a minute.
Congress
I
is a
have to
much better
stop you
place.
there. George Santos is not in the same bucket that you're pulling from. Okay? There is potentially an investigation.
Yeah, he's a criminal.
You can't say that until the
George
case
Santos
has
is a
been
criminal.
adjudicated, so we don't know. But what we do know that's factual about these people and their parlor politics is just that. They're completely separate. And you can try and, kind of cross the lines there.
And
But
Aaron, it's not just fallout politics. It's not just fallout politics. It's also trafficking in anti-Semitism, which those two individuals, which I just said, do.
Should be
in that wholeheartedly. Get them out of Congress.
All right, last word, Matt.
Jamal Bowman, watch that race. He runs like his district to San Francisco. It's Westchester County. It's left. It's not that far left. George Latimer could win that primary. Watch that race.
All right, we'll watch it all. And the president, as soon as he gets started on the border bill in the Senate, see if he can sell it. Gentlemen, thank you. Outnumbered after the break.
Nice to meet you. My name is David. I've been a pharmacist for 44 years. When I have customers come in and ask for something for memory, I recommend Prevagen. Number one, because it's safe and effective. Does not require prescription. And I've been taking it quite a while myself, and I know it works. And I love it when the customers come back in and tell me, David, that really works so good for me. Makes my day. Prevagen.
Save.
Without a prescription. Choose Advil Liquid Gels for faster, stronger, and longer-lasting relief than Tylenol Rapid Release Gels. Because Advil targets pain at the source of inflammation. So for faster pain relief, Advil, the pain way.
We'll see you guys next time, alright?
I'm here to tell you about an all-new special offer from my friends at Jacuzzi Bath Remodel that you don't want to miss. You already know, Jacuzzi has been making water feel great for more than 65 years. And now they're bringing you this special TV offer. We're giving you 50% off installation.